Yeah.
Good morning, you're listening to Antonia Jones on Saturday Breakfast with Molly. She's now hiding herself behind the microwave. Behind the microphone. I thought it was microphone. We are now streaming live. I could just about see what's being said on there. So, Molly, take it away. We're talking haircare today, aren't we?
Yes. So I was writing up for my blog on dehydrated and dry hair conditions, especially now that the summer's over. Although we still, I think I said this last time, we've still got nice weather.
Well, today I did say it's going to be kind of sunny, so hopefully.
Okay, yeah, so hopefully. I mean, so basically when you come back from your holidays and you'll find that, that the sun, the sea, the salt, chlorine, it would have wrecked, even really good conditioned hair. It would have really sort of made it dry and so on. And there's actually quite a lot of things you can do to put the condition back into your hair. So that's what I was going to talk to you about today.
Oh, looking forward to that.
Yes. So the first thing is that you have to do is choose a really good shampoo. There's lots on the market, but you need to choose one that is formulated for your hair type. So if you have, if your hair is dry, make sure it's a really cream conditioning. Is that the fire alarm?
Yeah, it's fine. Oh no. What's happening in the live stream? You'll be fine. We're not going to burn, we'll be fine.
Okay. So you want to stay away from any really harsh detergent type shampoos and choose a really rich cream formula shampoo. The next thing you need to do is learn how to shampoo, and a lot of people, they use their nails and so on when they're shampooing their hair, and this just makes the cuticle on the hair quite rough.
Right, okay.
So you need to always remember to use the pads of your fingers when you're shampooing your hair.
Okay. It's a bit more like the motions, rather than using your nails.
Yeah, well when you use your nails, what happens is you're roughing up the cuticle, which in turn will make the hair fragile and brittle and so on. I mean, my hair's got so much dye under it from previous job, features and so on for the paper, that it's it's got blonde and brown and all.
And I've been in hairdressers where I feel like my scalp's being scraped, where the hairdresser's doing that, but the fingertips are always best, really.
Yes,
You
need to massage with the pads of your fingers. The other thing as well that a lot of brands are bringing out now, which I think a really good thing, is the pre-conditioning.
Yeah.
So a lot of people some people even saying, right, we're not doing shampoos anymore, it's all about conditioning. Shampooing is just basically just doing a gentle cleanse. But the pre-conditioners are great because they can be left on overnight. Okay. Or they can be put on 5 or 10 minutes in the morning before you shampoo your hair, or before you get in the shower. So I often put oils and things in my hair before I go out to exercise or anything like that. So it's a really good way of getting that extra condition. So there's another thing as well, is how often should you wash your hair? Hairdressers disagree. Some psychologists say that you must wash it every day because your hair gets dirty like your face. Others say no, do it every 2 to 3 days. But always rinse it regardless, because you're still going to have grime and so on. So even if you don't shampoo it, always make sure you rinse it.
Okay, so what have you got for us today?
Oh, I've got so many products here, so I don't know really where to start.
I hope the fire alarm goes up. Somebody burnt the toast or something.
Yes. So the first thing that actually I was going to put on it is the Christoph Robin. Now this is completely different. It's a shampoo, but it's a salt scrub. So basically what it does, it gets rid of it. If you've got, I know I'm talking about dehydrated hair, but the thing is that you have to remember is dehydrated hair is not about lack of oil. Dehydration from the hair is about lack of water.
Yeah, it's gone off.
Yeah. So when you say, when people say, my hair's really dry, I need to put loads of oils and things on it. Yes, but it's really with dehydrated hair, it's water. Now, what I love about this, I don't know if you want to have a look at this, it's actually a shampoo, but it's a salt scrub. This is brilliant for men and women and children. Well, I'd say not children, probably, but anybody that's suffering with any kind of dandruff, flaky scalp, anything at all. So basically, like our skin sheds and so on, you have cell turnover. This is the same, but it's for the scalp. So basically, it's getting rid of all the flakiness, and it's got so many good reviews. Now, the PR didn't send me the press release, so I had a quick look, and it is expensive, about £39, but it's on Look Fantastic. Very, very good product. 100% recommend that. It smells nice.
It's a bit like a facial scrub, isn't it?
It is like a facial scrub.
It's really bristly.
But it's actually a shampoo as well, so you don't have to, you know, so it does both. The next thing I wanted to go on to was actually this lovely lady sent me this. She's a chemist. Her name's Jess Argent.
Okay.
And basically
nice
it's a spray. It's got in it tons of antioxidants. You can either put lots on and then shampoo it off. Or you can just spray. Look, see, I'm demonstrating here. And it smells. It smells absolutely amazing.
Very nice.
It's got in it aloe vera, which is anti-inflammatory. Yep. It's got in it pomegranate and sage, which is really good for.
And it's called Millionaire.
Antioxidants. It's been in quite a few glossy magazines. It's so that's really good. And I'll send you all the links of where you can get it from afterwards. But this does last ages and it's lovely. Now, the next thing I wanted to go on to was. This is a pre-shampoo, the Lenor Grail. Again, very good. It's solidified, so you need to put it into some hot water, and then you literally just drench your hair in it. And you can leave it on overnight. You can leave it on for an hour, but it's amazing. I have used this quite a few times in the past. I actually bought it many years ago. It's waterproof, so it's great for holidays. It is actually waterproof.
That's a really good point, actually. Yeah, very good. I need to get towards the mic.
It is really. I mean, you don't find many products that are waterproof. This will last about 3 dips in the sea or the swimming pool, so long as the water's not above a really hot temperature or something. Yes. This will last. Excuse me. Basically, it lasts. You put it on before you go in, and it's great for dry hair, great for colour protection. Again, I need to have a look at press releases and find out where you can get it from.
But we can share that all online a bit later.
Now, colour protect. Again, when you go on holiday, the first thing that you'll notice is that your colour will fade. It naturally does with the sun anyway.
It does. It changes colour as well. It's either lighter or darker.
Yeah, and then if you're blonde, it can go green, and you have always and you put tomato sauce on. If you smother your hair in tomato sauce, if you find it gets that green tinge, it normally gets rid of it because it counteracts. Green counteracts red. So if you have like a red blemish on your face, you put green on it, so it's just it's good. And this is the mane and tail. Now this was originally the mane and tail is actually a horse shampoo. Now I have got the press release here. It's been going for 45 years, and it was developed in New Jersey for horses, for show horses. I actually used this when Friends first started, because you remember when Jennifer Aniston had that haircut and everyone raved about her haircut.
Was it the straight cut or was it the curly cut?
Oh gosh, it wasn't the straight. I think it was the one that had all the.
Oh yes, it was quite straight.
Layers.
It was very the layers.
That's it. Yeah, and excuse me, and this. I can remember reading in a magazine that she loved this mane and tail, and I was very lucky. I used to go to America when I was younger. And I bought this out there, and it is really good. It's a really, if you smell it,
because I've seen like those programs where the horses and those who love their horses and they like maintain them, and they've got beautiful hair and very luscious.
I mean,
it smells very nice.
It's nice, isn't it? And it strengthens and so on. If you look at the ingredients, it's got olive oil in it, so it's very good for enriching and so on. It's got in it your proteins and so on. So, so I like this brand. And I've used this. Some of these I haven't managed to test yet. Now, I haven't managed to test the Phil Smith Hello Moisture, but I wanted to bring in what I call like a budget brand that you can get, because I'm always featuring quite expensive brands as well. So there's Phil Smith Be Gorgeous.
I can see you. My head's not in the way. Yeah. I think I'm blocking you. That's good. I can see you.
Again, I don't think I've got the press releases for it, so you'll have to forgive. Oh, here you go. It's the Hello Moisture range, and it's from Sainsbury's, and it's very big. I mean, it's £3.50. Now, if I'm totally honest here with shampoos, I always tend to go for a more organic type shampoo because my hair is so processed from various dyes and so on. The conditioning range of this I think is really good because it doesn't leave, with shampoos especially, they've got the sodium lauryl sulfate in it. It can make your hair, it can strip the hair of its natural oils, and it just leaves like a synthetic covering of gloss on it,
okay.
which in the long run it can be damaging. So I always say, if you're using a budget brand, every now and then swap to a very good brand if you can, and alternate them rather than using
the same thing. Because I find that using the same product again, after a while your hair becomes immune to it.
Yeah,
so it's nice to change things.
Yeah, but this Hello Moisture range, I mean, this has got in it shea butter, so it's really good for heat damaged hair. If you're using your straightening irons, if you're using, if you've got the hair drying all the time. The other thing as well, which I must say, when you're drying your hair, it's really good to always use a protector, an oil protector or something, specifically like a heat styling spray, especially if you're using straightening irons and tongs. Now again, you have to be very careful. Make sure it is specifically for a heat straightening product, because if you use a thick oil on your hair and straighten your hair, you're going to fry it.
I've heard and I've seen friends where their hair's gone missing because they've put in the straighteners without the right product, because it burns it, as you said.
Burn it.
So that's it, hair's gone.
Yes. So always, and never think, oh, I'm going to put an oil on my hair and just go and straighten it. Don't do it. Use one they've got special ingredients in it that will stop that happening.
And that's also the same for like afro hair as well, and all hair types as well. The same thing. You've got to put in some oils as well, and make sure it's moisturised. And there's so many different conditioners as well.
I know. This is the thing. But I like the shea butter, because I have a smell of that as well. And I've got another brand here which is KMS. And the reason why I wanted to bring KMS on as well is because I have used KMS in the past, and it's a fantastic brand, and this is the Moist Repair brand, but it's got so many good reviews on it. Okay, so I know I haven't got long. It flies by.
It flies by.
So can I just quickly say that I am writing all this up for my blog.
Yes.
I do write for paper, but I've not written for a little while for paper. So this is all blog features at askmollybeauty.com, which I'll, if you've got any questions or anything like that.
And we've got like the last 30 seconds. So eating also helps with our hair care, doesn't it? And sleeping, lifestyle.
Make sure you get iron. Make sure you eat your Brazil nuts for selenium. You want to get if you can get some biotin in your diet. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. When you're drying your hair, make sure you don't hold the hairdryer right up close. Keep it 5 centimetres away. Point the nozzle attachment down, which will flatten the cuticle. And
the list goes on. I can't wait to read your blog.
Yes, so read it all there.
That will have all the info. So thank you, Molly. Be back next month again.
Yes.
We'll find a topic to talk about.
Oh, I've got loads.
All right, then. See you then.
Bye. It goes so quick.
This is Phoenix FM.
Bye, everyone.
News.
Say goodbye.
From the Sky News Centre at 9.